Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are here to watch the first of 3 specials for Doctor Who. Previously on the channel, we watched The Power of the Doctor. We saw Jodie regenerate into David Tennant again, and I was mind blown. If you are interested in seeing my reaction to that, it's heavily blurred because the BBC claimed the shit out of that. And so I had to sauce in hundreds of blurs at random spots. So it's not the most satisfying experience, but if you're interested in seeing my reaction to that episode, I'll link it down below. Now, I was shocked because, one, regenerating into a previous Doctor was wild. I was expecting Ncuti Gatwa, right? I knew he was coming next. I was ready for him. Then David Tennant pops out. I'm like, what the balls just happened? Very, very shocked. But also, 2, David Tennant is firmly my favorite Doctor of all time. Like, firmly. I mean, Matt Smith is cool. Christopher Eccleston is cool. You know, there's other Doctors that stack up, right? Like, that come moderately close to being good. Peter Capaldi's super good, but nothing compares to David Tennant, in my opinion. Just his range, his acting range alone is so far and above everybody else that's ever been on the show, in my opinion. So having him back, even for just like 3 episodes, is chef's kiss, baby. I'm ready. Now, I'm also very curious about like how this is gonna work, because Donna Noble is back as well. And as far as I remember, she can't remember the Doctor, because if she does, she'll die. So I'm curious to see how they're gonna be like, magic, solved. Like, I'm very curious. But overall, I'm just very, very excited to see what happens. And so we are gonna jump right into that. Before we do that, if you end up enjoying this reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my channel grow. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to more of Doctor Who. And then if you are interested in seeing the full uncut version of this reaction, consider either supporting me on Patreon or YouTube membership, so they're both down below. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. Since this is kind of technically the first episode of a new season or a new show, that uncut will be completely free in public for anyone to check out. And if you find that that's something you're interested in, then going forward, your support would mean the world. But other than that, that's all I gotta say. Please ignore my real chapped lips. I don't know what is going on. This has never happened to me before. And I'm kind of freaking out. But other than that, let's jump into, what is it called? The Star Beast? The first of 3 specials for Doctor Who.
Once upon a time, Lord, I had a best friend.
I'm David Tennant, and you're watching Disney Channel?
We traveled the stars together.
Sometimes I have dreams about impossible things.
This is a fun little recap. Okay.
Goodbye. No. She had to forget me.
It was so sad. Donna wasn't my favorite
Because if
companion,
Donna ever
but still,
remembers me,
it was sad.
she will die.
With a nice fella and a nice house and the most beautiful daughter in the world.
This is such a nice recap for people that may be new to the story.
But now this face has come back.
Why this face?
Why?
It's like a storm in the air,
The oncoming storm?
about to break.
I think the story hasn't ended yet.
Whoa. New intro sequence and everything. Ooh. Let's go. Hello, Davy boy. Oh, my eyelashes stuck together.
Hold on.
Let me help.
Thank you very much.
Well, hello.
Oh, do you mind?
Just puts it back. He's like, sorry. You're not allowed to see me.
Oh, where's she gone? Rose!
What?
Rose!
He's like, excuse me?
Rose! Coming!
Hello. What's up, darling? Big fan of her from Heartstopper.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
He's not stacked this right.
My name's...
I took one look at him. I said, never trust a man with a goatee. He looked like he'd been sucking a drain
Oh, this is
pipe.
classic Donna. Just like never aware of the crazy things that are happening.
There you go. Perfectly stacked.
And everyone moves on with their day.
Word of advice. You can wear a suit that tight up to the age of 35. And no further.
Wow, okay, that's rude. He's in great shape.
Oh, sorry, mate, that's my daughter over there. And my missus.
Good, but I need to get north. That explosion just now, something crashed. Can you get me there?
Ignore your daughter.
Grandmaster of the knowledge.
That says Grand Mistress.
Catch up. And let's... Aussie!
The tech is a little lagging.
Oh, I know that friend of yours, Neris.
Oh, Norris, how is she?
She's
She's
doing great.
fine.
She's doing
After
great.
the accident.
She's not fine.
Oh, it was her fault.
She's been fine, but she was saying,
Snappy dialogue.
didn't you win the lottery?
Now it's in her big mouth. It's supposed to be a secret. You know what happened? Donna gave it all away.
Bruh.
She gave all her money away.
Triple rollover, 166 million quid.
Christ, that's so much money. This looks pretty good. That looks like Chernobyl. God, he's so good. Even just like when he's not doing anything. When he's just walking about. He crushes it. That thing landed there. It didn't crash. That is a crisp landing.
Well, Jason, you alright? Alright, looking good, Jason. Well, give us a kiss, Jay boy.
Oh,
Get them.
Is that Josie Wingate?
transphobes.
Just leave
Got
it.
it.
Well, I'm gonna tell her.
I was gonna make a joke, a heavy rain joke. You know, in the game Heavy Rain, when you're trying to find your lost kid and you just keep hitting square to go, Jason. But now that I know it's a no-no, I won't make that joke.
Did you see that spaceship? Was it on the news? No, I didn't. And I won't. And I couldn't. I mean, how many more times? There's no such thing as spaceships. You didn't see anything, did you?
She's so desperate to keep the secret. Which makes sense.
I would burn down the world for you, darling. Anyone has a go, I will be there, and I will descend.
I will descend.
I just get so clumsy. I know.
So do I.
It's a tricky road to walk when
You have a
it's
kid?
a change.
You think, good, I've got it, that's mine. And then she grows up into this extraordinary, beautiful thing, and you think, where the hell did she come from? How lucky am I? Don't you, Mum?
Oh,
She's like, of course that's what I think, darling.
Sometimes I think there's something missing. Like I had something lovely, and it's gone.
She looks like she hasn't aged a day.
What have I lost?
Rose, have you seen? On the flatwood, a spaceship
Okay,
landed.
this kid's a gem. Already can tell.
But a bit fell off, like an escape pod, with aliens inside.
Bitchin'. Let's go find it. Oh, that alien hell is in that trash can. Or there's a red herring, and it's a raccoon.
Meet
Meep meep.
Oh my god.
Hello, bud.
I am the meat.
You can talk.
Brilliant.
Oh my god.
I fell from the stars. I hurt my paw.
Let me see.
No, but I'm not safe. There are others from the sky. They're hunting me down to kill me.
Who are they?
Monsters.
Why do I feel like this is like a setup?
Leave him! It is the meat we seek. Continue the hunt.
Okay. Bug guys. What's up with you? Okay, that's kind of rad. Love that.
That's a double-bladed dagger drive, damaged by laser fire, which means we've got two sets of visitors at war with each other.
I like that she recognizes him somehow.
Shirley Ann Bingham, Unit Scientific Advisor number 56.
Oh, I was scientific advisor number 1. One in the skinny suit. After that, I wear a bow tie. After that, I'm a Scotsman. After that, I'm a woman.
But that's your future. You can't know that. It's forbidden.
No, that's past.
Got your old face back.
Yep.
Classic. Yep.
I've got this friend called Donna Noble. And she was my best friend in the whole wide universe. I absolutely love her. Oh, do I say things like that now?
Sentimental. And vulnerable.
I don't believe in destiny, but if destiny exists, then it is heading for Donna Noble right now.
What for?
I don't know.
Do not fire without my command.
Oh yeah, you're all gonna die. Or you're gonna be in a trance. The Meep Meep is a bad guy. Good way to not have to do that eye effect the whole episode.
I made some little friends.
Oh, no. They're just toys.
Please be my friend. Why won't you speak to the little meat? Poor little things with no voice.
Hey, look, it's just my little homemade business.
I don't trust Meep.
You've got stuffing inside.
Hey, you pulled its tummy out. The meep is all alone.
Yeah.
It feels like an act. I could be dead wrong, but picking up sketchy vibes.
Same old thing, and who ends up doing the bins?
Mum, it says keep out.
You know my rules. No secrets in this house.
This isn't in the house. This is in the backyard.
What? What?
Meep just moved.
What the hell?
She brought the Meep to life. That's how good she is at sewing.
Don't look at it. Look away. Right now, it isn't real.
Let me in! Let me in!
She's like, you're bringing this to my house. How dare you?
Oh, here we go again.
It's that man.
So chaotic.
No, he's not there. You can't see him. And there's no monster. Oh, for the love of God, none of this is real.
Hey, Dad's home.
Hey.
There is one person missing. I used to know your granddad, Wilf.
He's not with us anymore.
Right. Of course. I love that man. I'm so sorry for your loss.
He's not dead, you idiot.
Oh.
He's in sheltered accommodation. He's 94. He can't manage the stairs.
Okay, cool. No doubt. I think the actor's dead, but...
Meep, I promise I can help him get home and then you'll never see me again.
You're assuming he as a pronoun.
Yes, sorry, good point. Are you he or she or they?
My chosen pronoun is the definite article. The meep.
Oh, I do that.
Interesting. Yeah, he does do that.
We demand to search the house. This has been declared a military zone.
Sorry, say that again?
We demand to search the house. This has been declared a military zone.
Yeah, don't let them in.
We need to run.
Damn, they're putting some money into this episode, bruh. Fancy new toy. Oh, he just so casually hands it to her. He's not even thinking. He's not even thinking. He's just putting her right back in it.
Come on, the meat! Come on!
Come on, the meat! Meat sighted. Excellent work.
You're not bad.
No, she doesn't. No, move.
Come on, 5 houses down.
You're just gonna keep going? Lucky all these houses are connected.
Rogue unit troops under hostile control. This is code red. Open fire!
Open fire! Are the neighbors gonna be concerned? Nope, he's chill. Red Dawn, the comeback tour. The meep is cute, but I suspect there's more going on. I don't know why I don't trust the meep. Are they alive? These guys aren't killing them. They're just incapacitating them. These guys are the good guys. The meep is the bad guy. Confirmation. I'm calling it right now. The bugs are good guys. Meeps are bad.
Either we escaped, or we've got things very, very wrong.
This court is now in session.
Okay. Cool. What?
I'm invoking Shadow Proclamation Protocol.
Everyone loves the Shadow Proclamation.
And 6. Those guns are stun guns. Is that correct?
The guns apply a mild and harmless neural anesthetic.
I knew it.
The sun went mad.
The
psychedelic sun.
The sun went mad.
The Meep army captured the Galactic Council, beheaded them, and ate them.
Damn, Meep. You hardcore. I knew it.
Now to hell with this!
I called it.
Civic sin! No stun guns from me! Just die!
Damn, Meep.
I don't need to pretend, for I am the beep of all
The
them.
beep of all the Meeps.
You stupid woman with your weird child!
With your weird
Don't
child.
you dare!
That's so funny. Rose is great.
It's all my fault. Gave away that lottery money.
Why?
Because there are places out there where people are in danger and in pain and fear. And I could help. Just felt like the sort of thing you would
Donna,
do.
always so noble, pun intended. Hail to the Most High. Incredible.
Activate the initializers!
Initializers activated.
Bruh, don't activate the initializers.
Gravity stanchions!
Call the gravity stanchions.
Gravity stanchions, brandish.
We don't want that. Where's that wheelchair lady? Surely she's got some shenanigans to plan to disrupt this.
Evening, boys.
Dear. God damn. She's like James Bond. Except her Aston Martin is a wheelchair. Holy cannoli.
Donna, come on!
Oh, she's remembering. Little by little.
Donna, you can't.
Take her 10 miles away. I love you, Sean. But if the doctor can't save the city, we're all gonna die.
You're not supposed to know his name.
Donna!
She called him Doctor.
You're not supposed to know that.
No, I told you to go! Just don't! No time.
Okay, cool. What happens next?
I can do a half run, that's fine.
Activate the dagger drive.
The dagger drive will not work. It worked. Never mind. Oh, there's stranger things in it. Oh no. Yo. If those flame things are all the way out there already, your town is irrevocably fucked.
You and I can stop this shit.
But only if you know things.
Together. But it will kill you.
Okay. My daughter is down there.
It's a sacrifice she's willing to make.
It's 9 million people who cares about me.
I do.
Because you're Donna Noble.
Why does it have to be this?
Westerly. Pelican. Dreams.
I don't care what it is.
She's like the Winter Soldier. Being awakened.
Saceration. Sparrow. Dance.
Oh, am I gonna cry right now? Oh, this is like actually weirdly emotional.
Binary.
Oh, God.
Binary.
100.
And bang!
Good thing those flames are going right down the streets and not through buildings. Your sewage system is fucked. Sorry. The Dr. Donna is back.
I gave away my money.
Yeah, you did.
Donna, destruction of London?
Oh, I'll show you destruction, mate.
Let's go, Donna.
Vindicate the cyber line and roast the hyperpage like this.
Maximize the stressful links.
Channel up the booster.
We're back, baby. You gotta say it all out loud. Oh, yes. 55 seconds. Ugh. Donna Noble.
Donna Noble is descending.
Like God above. Oh, damn, that just reforms the road? Okay, sewage system is fine. Let's go. That is so mighty convenient.
You saved her.
I'm pretty sure she lives through this. Like, she's in all three. Right? I thought she lived. What? No. You brought her back just to kill her.
What?
Wheelchair lady?
What?
What? Oh.
Closing down all psychedelic lightwave emanating.
Bitch, what?
Access
The
to the broken dome prefixolators.
How? Excuse me, how do you know how to do that?
Too much power for one person, but you had a child, and the meta-crisis passed down. A shared inheritance.
Binary.
Bitchin'.
Non-binary.
Yo. Let's go.
We're binary.
She's not, because the doctor's male and female.
And neither. And more.
Let's go. Clutch as F.
Happy now.
My father would be impressed. I have no higher compliment.
Yeah, now you can talk space with him again. I thought that was Avengers Tower. It's like, what? How'd that get there?
A creature with two hearts is such a rare thing. Just wait till I tell the boss.
Who'd that be?
Cryptic. I hate that.
Who's the boss?
We've still got to fix you two. Because the meta-crisis might have slowed down, but that thing is wrapped around your cortex.
And we choose to let it go.
Okay. Cool, no doubt. Seems very easy. I'd grab some of that.
After all these years, I'm finally me.
Well, I'll be damned.
One last trip?
Don't you dare.
Do you know, I would love to.
Why not just to visit Wilf?
You thought I'd never remember.
Now you can chat.
The doctor? One last time?
He cried last time.
Oh.
Guilting her into it.
One tiny little trip.
Will turn into one big adventure. It's always a tiny trip, and it turns into so much more. Ooh. Wow.
This is amazing!
Big fan. I like it. This is called money, baby. Disney wrote a fat check for this.
It's gorgeous!
Oh, I love it.
Cold milk, yeah?
Well remembered.
It is a coffee machine. Bitchin', that thing made it real quick.
I really do remember that. Every second with you.
Dinner and a laugh. And Rose's school play. Well, maybe not that. She can't act. She's terrible. I don't know how to tell her. Here we are, having a coffee. What's gonna go wrong? Oh my God, that's the action!
I feel like you did that on purpose.
What's happening? I've got no idea. It's completely out of control.
That's a big yikes.
We could end up anywhere in time and space.
Ah, come on. Miriam Margolyes as the voice of the Meep. Loved it. Okay, that was brilliant. I loved every second of that. I am so happy that the Doctor's back. Like, seeing the Doctor and Donna back together, just their quick banter back and forth, lovely, brilliant, fantastic. Let's start with David Tennant. David Tennant as the Doctor is just he's so effortless. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, sometimes it can feel like other actors are like they have to try. Like, it's not just it feels so weird to say that it's good that he doesn't have to try. Like, some actors, you can tell they are acting. They're trying to become like part of that role. He just like effortlessly slides into it like it's an old coat. Like, he is the role. He inhabits it completely. Just like, and it's not even just the outward grand acting, right? Like, it's the small little things. Like, when he was like walking up to the steelworks place initially, and you just see his like eyes moving around, and it's just like this weird, like, it's this like curiosity, but like a calm curiosity. Like, he's not surprised, but he's still like interesting. Like, he's just observing everything, and it feels like it's like he hasn't missed a beat at all. Like, it would be one thing if he was able to nail all the like grand acting parts where he's like allons-y, and where he's like like when he's actively like emoting. But when he just nails the small little mannerisms again, it's just like, oh, it's so good. It's the Doctor is ingrained into his DNA. It's so good. Catherine Tate as Donna Noble, just like, I have grown a deeper appreciation for her as time has gone on. I think Rose Tyler is still my number one favorite companion for sure, but Donna, I think, comes real. I mean, she's okay. Has been third. she's been third for quite some time, and I think when I initially watched Donna, I wasn't as big of a fan of her. Sometimes she got on my nerves a little bit, but as time has gone on, I've missed Donna Noble. I've been like, damn, man, kind of want Donna back. And so then having her back in this as her, like at Catherine Tate back as Donna, is brilliant. Like, all her little mannerisms, just the way she talks to the spaceman, it's so good. And then watching their interactions throughout the episode as like he's carefully, like, he's not saying that he's the Doctor, but he's also not like he's not really trying to like hide everything from her. He's just like, I'm gonna do my thing. And even he is like subconsciously, like, he hands her the sonic screwdriver, like he isn't even thinking, and he's just like sliding her back into the role of the companion without thinking about it. And it's not until like the very end when he's like, crap, like, this is it, this is where it's been heading, like I screwed up again. And it's just, it's so good, because you can see her like slowly go from being like, what the hell is this, to like being more of a willing participant in what's going on. And it's just so good. And then the moment where she's like, if the Doctor can't do it, and they're like, she just called him the Doctor. It's like, she's not supposed to know that. It's just so good. It's so good. Yasmin Finney as Rose, great. She didn't have the largest role, obviously, but she played a pivotal role. Big fan of her from Heartstopper. If you're curious, I watched Heartstopper on the channel. So, she played the wonderful Elle in Heartstopper. Big fan of her. She didn't have to play some like powerhouse acting performance. She came, she brought her A game, and it was enough. It was enough to carry the story forward. I don't know how much of her we will get in the next 2 episodes, but if we get more, I'm not going to be upset about that. She's great. Freaking the rest of Donna's family, especially her mom. It's so funny because she understands the gravity of all this. Every time she's like telling Donna, she's like, no, you don't see him. You don't see him. It's just fantastic. Loved her. I want to see Wilf again. Bless this man's heart. the last time we saw him was how long ago, and I need him back in my life. He's a gem. I believe I'm aware that the actor who played him has passed on, which is a total bummer. It's always such a bummer when the actors don't get to see the end result of like what they've put forth, like the effort they put forth, like Ray Stevenson with the Ahsoka show, or the various other people that have passed on before their roles have aired, and it's just like, oh man, I miss him so much. One thing that I am gonna toot my own horn about is within the first like 10 seconds of meeting the Meep, I was like, I don't trust you. Like, I don't know why. I think what threw me off is the Meep was cute, but it also spoke in like full sentences. And I don't know why that is the thing that made me initially be like, oh, you're evil. Because if you're a cute space creature, you don't speak in full sentences. You speak in like singular words. That's just the law. That is the law of cute aliens, is you either don't speak, you just make noises, or you speak like individual words. But if you're an alien, a cute little alien that pops in speaking whole ass sentences, you're evil. Like, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're a demon. Like, I knew it. And then when the bug people show up, right, that kid is running through the alley, and they stop in front of the kid, and then the one alien is like, nah, don't shoot him. Like, you know that the aliens are merciful, so it's like, okay, Meep, what the frick is going on here, dude? Like, you need to come clean. And then just the performance of the Meep was like, it was a little like hammy, over the top, like you can tell the Meep is acting and playing that up to try and ingratiate itself to the rest of the people around it. And then the fact that the biggest obvious thing was like the spaceship taking control of these people, right? That's obviously bad. But that was just like an extra added piece for me to be like, yeah, Meep's evil, got it. But the first hint was the whole ass sentences coming out of that thing's mouth. Like, I can't explain it, but that was like, oh, you're bad. Got it. One thing, weirdly, that I really kind of liked about this episode is they made, okay, some of it just was a tiny bit on the nose, like I don't know how to explain it, like early, like season 1 of Supergirl type inclusivity, if that makes sense. First of all, I want to make it very clear, very, very clear. I'm happy that it's in here. Like, I'm happy that Rose's daughter is transgender. I love that the scientist that helped out in a wheelchair. I loved that, they made a point of like clarifying that the doctor is technically like non-binary. I mean, at any given moment the doctor is a he or a she, but like in the grand scheme, the doctor is non-binary, or gender fluid, however you want to call it. Like, want to be very clear. I am not upset about any of that. And I'm not, it feels weird, but sometimes, like, there was a couple moments, maybe like the delivery of some of the lines where it was like, felt kind of like early season 1 of Supergirl on the CW, where they're kind of like almost looking at the camera and being like, this is a lesson you need to learn. Here's some important info for your morality. And it still worked. Like, it was still great. But there were a couple moments where I was like, oh, right. Like when, it feels stupid for me to like nitpick about this. Like the moment where Donna's going, like, where it cuts back and forth between Donna and her daughter, and she's like, binary, and then it cuts to Rose and she's like, non-binary, and it's like, okay, like I get it. And then the moment where like they out loud remind us that the Doctor can be male, female, or any gender, right? Like that, like those moments just felt a tiny bit on the nose of where they're like, hey, remember, like looking at the screen being like, hey, remember guys. And part of that genuinely might be just like for the new viewers, if that makes sense. And I guess if it's for the new viewers, then that doesn't make that nearly as bad. Then that kind of makes sense for like people who are maybe new to Doctor Who to be like, oh, that's something, that's info to remember. Like they made sure like you should be aware of this info if you're gonna watch Doctor Who going forward. For people that already knew the info though, it can maybe come off as a little ham-fisted, if that makes sense. So that would be my only detractor, and it's also like the most minor of nitpicks. I swear to God, I promise. If you have been if you have been viewing my videos for a while, you know I am not about that like like how dare they put gays in my show. Like I'm not about that life, right? Like I've watched multiple shows on this channel where like the whole point of the show is like we're gay. Like right, I watched both seasons of Heartstopper. I watched Young Royals. I watched Red, White, and Royal Blue. Like like if you've been here a minute, I'm not about the like bigotry life. So when I tell you, if you're like, I know there's gonna be a new person watching my video that's gonna get to that point in the discussion and be like really, the straight guy calling out the inclusivity. I promise. I swear to flippin' gosh, I promise that is not what I'm doing. Like it is the minorest of nitpicks, and it brings it from like a 9.9 to like a 9.8 in my quality scale. I swear to God. Like, just I need to be clear about that. But okay, what else do I want to say? Ooh, it's fairly clear that Disney put some hella money into this budget. Obviously this is a BBC production, right? Like Disney didn't make this. It's airing on Disney Plus in everywhere outside of the UK. It's airing on Disney Plus. And because of that, Disney did contribute a decent chunk of change to the budget of this show. Like, for those who are unaware, Disney put some cash into this baby. That's why everything looks very nice. If you are familiar with the history of the BBC television production, especially Doctor Who, 2005 when it came back, and even like through David Tennant's era, somewhat into Matt Smith's era, sometimes things looked like booty cheeks. like the special effects and CGI for some early seasons of the revival of Doctor Who were straight ass, bruh. But it didn't matter. We loved it. It got better over time, but it is clear that Disney and the BBC were like, hey, we're gonna put some extra money. Like if this is gonna be in front of so many more eyes on Disney Plus than it would have been on BBC America, we're gonna have to put some dollars into this. And it worked. It looked great. Long gone are the days of every BBC show using the same exact set of the caves. Okay, if you've been watching BBC shows for a while, you know the caves. You know exactly which caves I'm talking about. If you watched Doctor Who, if you watched Arthur, if you watched any of those other shows, you are intimately familiar with them running into the same exact set of caves. Trust me, you've been there. And so you know that this is cost money. And that's all I'm going to say about that. It looked great. All the effects looked great. The costume looks great. The explosions, great. There was one little moment of the bug people flying where I was like, it doesn't look fantastic, but it's fine. I didn't really care. I was like, whatever. Oh, also, I was going to mention this earlier. I liked the explanation for why Donna's alive. You know, I was like, they're like, he's like, oh, you had a kid and you passed some of that regeneration into your kid. Like, duh. And like, oh, like weirdly, you could almost even say that is like a weird, like, you could say that Donna Noble's kid being trans is like an interesting byproduct of regeneration, like Time Lordiness imprinted into their like DNA. If that makes sense. I don't know if that fully makes sense. And maybe I'm accidentally being like transphobic on accident. I promise I don't mean to. But like, that's a thing that the Doctor does. The Doctor transitions, regenerates into new people and new genders. Like, that's what Time Lords do. So like, maybe some of the regeneration DNA, regeneration energy that went from Donna into Rose, maybe that like over time just worked its way into Rose transitioning into who they are. That would be interesting. And then once they like let go of that energy, and she's like, after all these years, I feel like I'm finally me, because it's just them. Now that's who they are permanently. Like there's no more of the Doctor in them, if that makes sense. I don't know. That could be like a weird dumb theory, or I might have accidentally been transphobic. Sorry. I don't want to take the agency of that transition away from them and be like, it's because of the Doctor. But if I did, my bad. I'm sorry. Otherwise, I feel like everything was just brilliant. I thought this was such a fantastic return. Yeah. I loved it. I loved every second of this. I think it's fantastic, and I cannot wait to see when the next episode comes. When does the next episode come out? I don't even know. I'm going to Google that real quick, just so I'm fully aware. Saturday, December 2nd. Wild Blue Yonder, and then The Giggle on December 9th. So I think they're airing a week apart every Saturday, as far as I'm aware. Okay, got that info locked in my brain. I'm gonna remember it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. This was fantastic. It was brilliant. It was just the best. I loved seeing Dr. Donna back again. Like, quintessential Dr. Donna is like, I mean, it was kind of a David Tennant thing as well, where he'd press all these buttons and then explain what he did. Dr. Donna would explain all of it while she's pressing the buttons. So it was cool to see them like do that together. if that makes sense. It was fantastic. I cannot gush over this episode enough. I loved it. Like, bless up. Fantastic. One thing, okay, one more tiny little gripe I have is, so when this ship stabs into the ground and like Stranger Things is the Earth, you know what I'm talking about when I say Stranger Things. Season 4, Stranger Things, fiery pits of hell across the city, right? Like, first of all, mighty convenient that these fire pits just like followed the roadways. And they're just like I commented a couple times, I was like, yo, your sewer system's fucked. Like, that's gone. Like, and also, if that thing dug into the ground and created fire pits like far enough away that it's like miles away at this point, your city's screwed regardless of whether you stop this ship from taking off. But then they stop the ship, and then they just like, the roadways just like re-knit themselves, and I was like, okay, convenient. Like, that is super nice of them to like reverse time, essentially. Like, it didn't just like stop the effects of the ship taking off. It was like everything's perfect again. Like, I was like, all right, that's one more like little gripe I had, but otherwise everything else was brilliant. Freaking James Bond, freaking James Bond in a wheelchair, love it. Scientist lady was great. Like, I love that she had like a missile launcher in her wheelchair. Like, incredible. It was great. But no, that is all I have to say about this episode. Freaking loved it. Let me know down below your thoughts. If you are gonna be in my comments, bring in some like transphobia or homophobia, or what is the phobia of wheelchair people? People in wheelchairs, wheelchair using people. Disablephobia, I don't know. If you're gonna be a dick in my comments about any of those marginalized groups, like, how about you sauce the F off and never come back here again? Like, I don't know how to fully, like, you may, maybe you're clicking on my video and seeing a straight white guy watch Doctor Who and you're like, this is my people. I promise you, I'm not your people. Like, I promise you. Like, yeah, I'm a straight white, like, Christian dude, but fam, we are not the same. Like, I need to, like, I've said it a couple times, I need to make that abundantly clear. I'm not part of your crew. Like, so sauce off somewhere else and go dig yourself back into the hole you came out of. Other than that, if you're a nice person in my comments, leave all those comments down below. I want to hear all your thoughts about how much you loved this show, and if you hated it, go away. I only want positivity. Actually, if you have constructive criticism of the show, sure, sauce that down below. But if you're coming in with some dumb stuff, like, my algorithm doesn't need your comment that bad. It's fine. But yeah, that, again, I'm just like ranting at this point. That's all I gotta say. Let me know all your thoughts. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my channel grow. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to more of Doctor Who going forward. And then again, if you want to see the full, uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or YouTube memberships. Those are both linked down below. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. Since this is the first episode of a new show or a new season, kinda, even though it's like just 3 individual specials, I'm gonna treat it as like the first episode of a new season. That uncut will be completely free and public, linked down below in the description. If you find that that's something you're interested in going forward, your support would be the bee's knees, brother, or sister, or them-ster. I don't know. That would be grand. I would love you so much with my entire heart. I don't know why I just did that. Heart. 2 hearts. Okay, now I'm just being dumb. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.